Good morning, everybody. Rick here. Today is Thursday, January 19th. Time is 8:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, not much has went on overnight. Just a bunch of chop more than anything. So, I am not in a trade, and with oil inventories today, if I'm not in a trade before it happens, then I won't be trading today. So, looking at the 30-minute, there is just nothing. It is done absolutely nothing as far as the moves that I like. So we're hanging out around this moving average here. Market's not quite overbought, and we're not exceeding volume. So, man, this is really normal for inventory days. So we might get a little more action when the market opens, but about a half hour before, I think inventories are at 11 o'clock today, so about 10:30. So market goes really stagnant. So there's nothing on the footprint. So I'm going to be introducing you guys to this one here. This is the Apex order prints, and I am going to start making a transition to this one because I pretty much have just about everything that I need on it now. So I've been really waiting for this one, and you guys should like it as well, for everybody that's with Apex anyway. So it looks a little busy right now, but I'll be able to break it down for you. And still some color changes that I want to do for it. So alright guys, so I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna passively watch for a little while, see if we get some kind of action. With I have the my platform on my phone as well, so it'll alert me when I need to get back to my office. So I'm just gonna do that for a bit. So alright, I'll be back after a while, and we'll see if we get into a trade. Alright, see you soon. Okay guys, I'm starting to see a little bit of action right now. Still not in this trade, but this appears to be some traps being set. They're moving really slow though. You got a lot of people hitting the bid in this area, and a big cluster coming in on this area. So still amongst the VWAP, and then the 8 moving average is still really flat as well. So over here looking, so we got a big block of people just that they're wanting to hit the bid. So I'll break down these yellow boxes. I think I'm gonna end up changing the colors on those in a little while, because this chart looks really busy. But there's a lot of information here that really helps understand order flow for people that's never seen it before. So we're actually banging up against, we're getting some long wicks around here too. So I'm gonna probably be looking for a long order. If this cluster holds valid here, right on down this this red zone is the 9-19 threshold, and that is at 52.13. So let me look back here. And that might be a decent area, as we had one deviation there from Monday and Tuesday. So I might look to go long there. So I need to sit there and watch price action for a bit. But I think I will end up setting a limit here around, what is that one on? 23, around 14 or so. So smack dab in the middle of that, and just utilize risk management from this point. So but that's just a maybe right now. I'm gonna sit here and watch for a bit, and if we get a little more price action, then I'll end up go ahead and set a limit order, and we'll see if we get filled at that point. All right, guys, I'll be back shortly, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so looks like I'm not going to be able to get into a trade today. What's been going on? This was the original area I was looking at. We had a quick blip down didn't come quite down to where I was feeling, and it's starting to push up just a hair. And we are about 20 minutes outside of oil inventory. So what I will do for video purposes is see if we can get into a trade afterwards, maybe, and see if we can just make a few points for the day. So I didn't get into this one, and it would have probably gained about 30 ticks off of this move if I would have probably aggressively got in here. So 31, 41, 51. Yeah, somewhere around 30 ticks or so. But again, it's no big deal. It's been a really successful week so far. So just going to wait till after oil inventories, and we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, I'll be back, I'll say probably 30, 40 minutes or so. All right, guys, so we are 15 seconds away from oil inventories, and let's kind of watch how this reacts. I'm not in this trade, but I don't think I've ever recorded a video of inventories going live. So, and here we go. There we go. Isn't that neat how that works? So this might be a little hiccup down, and then we should, according to my charts, the thing should actually go up today, but this is a fundamental move, so you never know. But I would actually got filled there if I would have left my limit order in place, but I'm not going to. So a lot of buyers came in. So it's actually it's pretty neat to watch. But if I'm not in a trade, then if I was in this trade and would have left some of the contracts on, it definitely would have got stopped out right there anyway, because the charts earlier told me everything was the traps are right here. This is what these yellow block boxes are, trap traders. But reading the footprint right here, we had a cluster going in there. 9 and 19 would have got filled back up in here somewhere, and would have pulled 30, 40 ticks out of that. This is a massive amount of orders coming in here. So this goes on for probably a good 15 minutes or so. Not at the initial speed when the 11 o'clock hour first comes along, but it still goes pretty decent. So we're just over a minute in, or 2 minutes in now, and looks like it's really not going to do too much. So I'll check Forex Factory here in a bit and see what the reports are. And we may actually be able to get back into another trade. Who knows? So markets opened, CL market opened at 52.19, and it's only what, like 10, 20 ticks, 10 ticks above that. The change is saying 43 plus 42, 43 right now, but these is people that like action, I guess. So I'm not. That's not my game. I'm a sideline person with fundamentals, and I let the footprint tell me everything I need to. So this is really balanced as well. Hence, very few red, which is the bid side, and the blue, which is the ask side. Those are aggressive orders there. But when you get an imbalance, let's see, there's none here. Let me go over here and kind of show you. Like right here, this 8, The way you read the footprint is diagonal, so a lot more people hit the bid on this one at 106 versus people that bought the ask at 8. So that's how you read these, and this is pretty well balanced here. So I'm assuming the inventory probably came maybe slightly negative, but probably more as predicted, being that this guy has not really moved much. Moved and kept going in that direction, so we'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause the video and we'll see if we get into another trade. If not, or get into a trade. If not, I'll just come and wrap it up, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow. All right, be back shortly. Here we are on Forex Factory. So this is the inventory right here. The forecast was 0.1 million barrels. The actual was 2.3 million. So that's a supply. And when the supply is more than demand, market should go down. And that's why that initial reaction happened. Now at that point, yep, it's starting to fall just a bit. So it's going as predicted. With fundamentals, sometimes it does exactly what it's not supposed to do, though. You'll get a blip down and then it goes right back up. So we'll see. But again, I'm not in this market at all. And until the market starts making sense again, I'll just sit on the sideline. All right, be back. All right, guys, so I'm about to give this a go. I was long 10 contracts at 51.89 right there on settlement, and as I started the video, half came off at 51.99. That moved up really quick. So what I'm looking at now is the inventories is well over, and I am looking for trapped traders at this point. So I got to go back a little ways. Right here was your original trap. This was after the fall, and a lot of people hopped on going short, but the market just chopped around for a long time, and it came on down, and it's back in chop again. So I had set up a limit order right here on settlement, see if it'll reach back down there again, and it did. So it filled and jumped up really quick, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now I am long 5 contracts, 51.89, and stop is sitting at break even at the moment. So at this point, I'm just going to utilize my risk management. So we're at well after lunch hour now, so going to try and see if I can get a few ticks out of this whole thing. So, all right, guys, let me set this up and watch, and I'll be right back in a minute. Let me touch on this really quick as well. Up top here, at the top of the candles, you'll see numbers 15.8, 7.82, 19.75. These are what they call unfinished auctions. And what that means is bids and asks got filled, but not all of them. So normally you'll run into one side, or the ask side has a number and then the other side is 0. That is fairly normal for how the footprint works. So we can look at 0.33, 0.36, 0.6. Anyway, when you have a series of unfinished auctions, such as right in this area, there's a good opportunity for it to actually go back up and try to complete those orders that are just sitting there waiting to get filled. So we have a few here on the short end as well, hence why we have a lot of chop going on just from footprint analysis. But I'm basing it off where we're at now. We're actually in the oversold area here on my 30-minute chart, and looking to play that long and see if we can pull some points on up out of this here. So this is the order prints, Apex order prints. I took everything off, and I'm going to slowly be adding it back on. All I really need is the numbers, but the bells and whistles is what's really going to make this simple for people that don't understand how to read the footprint. And I'll add that stuff on slowly. So that's what I've been doing, just playing around with the footprint that I'm eventually going to be switching to over the next weeks as my primary footprint to explain my thought process. So I just wanted a bear chart at the moment right now. So we have all these unfinished auctions, and the trap traders are still very obvious, particularly right here. We had a aggressive block short, but it wasn't able to keep that momentum down, particularly after this fundamental move here. But I was not interested in trading back here as this was still doing oil inventories. So watching all this chop, and then get on down here to these aren't very strong trap traders in this area, but going back here and then basing it off my 9 and 19 theory, it seems like it would be a solid trade. So just put a limit there, and it just happened to fill. So gonna see if we can work this one. This will be my only trade for the day, as well after noon, and I'm not really interested in trading this time of day. So, all right, guys, we're going to watch it for a bit and see what happens. All right, be back shortly. All right, I pulled 2 more contracts off at 52.09 for 20 ticks. We look like we're starting to work our way on back up towards the unfinished auctions now. Hopefully that is a correct analysis. So we are looking right around the 52.29 level, and now hopefully we'll push on up there. So, all right, guys, I'll be back. All right, so we're up here testing the 50 moving average right now. We have unfinished auctions over right around 29. That's where I am looking to pull off another contract. So I tightened my stop up to 51.99, so that'll lock in 10 ticks profit at that point, and I'm gonna see if we can get another contract off up here at 52.29 right now. So that's where I'm at. We'll see how we're gonna react off of the 50 moving average, this white line right here, and see if we can push on through it and keep moving north. So, all right, guys, I'll be back. Okay, so as soon as I pause the video, that contract just came off. Sold one at 52.29. That is for 40 ticks. Yeah, 40 ticks. So left 2 contracts long, 51.89 right now. I am going to leave my stop where it is, I believe. Yep. I'm going to leave my stop right there at 51.99 right here. And I'll adjust up. I want to see what kind of stagnation we get with the auction test, or the unfinished auctions going on, and see if we're going to keep heading up, or if it's going to come back and see what's up with these. See, these aren't a lot in a row, so they're not really strong as unfinished auctions, but again, you never know, it's the markets. So but always utilizing risk management at this point. So 40 ticks locked in, and still in 2 contracts. All right, be back. Okay, looking like the 50 MA is going to hold, and we're right here at 52.20 is the point of control. So it's going to have a tough time breaking through that, but I'm still going to leave enough room at 51.99 is where my stop is, to see if we can push on up above that. I'm still not exactly sure just yet, but that was a lot of pressure that just came down at this point here. So depending on where this, if this closes below this 8 moving average, then I may look to tighten my stop even more at this point. So this is how you utilize how I utilize risk management anyway, just to make sure enough profits is locked in. Okay, that closed below the moving average, so I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up to 52.05. And that will lock in 14 ticks, somewhere about. So that's if you notice, I always try to pull profit off at even numbers, 20, 30, 40, 50, stuff like that. That's just a personal preference. That's kind of my small OCD addiction deal. So, but I'll give enough space for the most part to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. And this trade actually did. It did okay. Filled down here and came back up, and I think it really, yeah, we got most of these auctions taken care of. And I think there was one more up top here. I think, let me check. Nope. Yep, that's what it did. So it took care of all the unfinished auctions, and now it's just a matter of watching what happens. So since I'm in this trade, I'm just utilizing my risk management, and at this point, if it hits stops, that's okay as well. So not quite the profit goal, but after this is inventory day, I don't ever really expect to hit profit margin, but there's been enough money made today to satisfy me. So alright guys, I'll be back, and hopefully we'll wrap this video up soon. It's getting pretty long at 21 minutes now, so we'll see where we're at. Alright, be back shortly. Alright, and just pause the video, and it went ahead and took my stops out at 5204. So alright guys, that's today. So we'll see if we trade tomorrow or not. With the inauguration going on, not really sure how the market's going to react, and I'm not sure if it's actually just going to be a fundamental day, but I'll utilize a footprint and see if we can make a few dollars out of it anyway. So, and I'm going to play around with this footprint some more. I'm going to start adding some stuff back onto it as I get a greater understanding of it as well. And hopefully you guys be able to pick this stuff up on how I use it, and then the gazillion ways you can actually utilize the footprint. All right, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.